Hello everyone and welcome to episode 28 of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In this episode we're going to leave this peaceful little world of Dantooine, although it hasn't been so peaceful to us because we fought Mandalorians, and we discovered a Star Forge, and we dealt with a bunch of jackass Cath hounds, and all kinds of stuff. We solved a murder, so things haven't been quite as peaceful lately. But for the most part this is a farmer world, so yeah, peaceful is usually the name of the game. But I want to do something before I leave this planet with a new partner with a new party member in tow, that being Juhani, the Jedi that we found in the Grove and rescued from the dark side of the Force. She will join us. Bastila seems to have something on her mind. Perhaps you should talk about it. Let's do that. Speak to Bastila.
How can I help?
You look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us. Doesn't the bond mean my presence is necessary? I don't believe this bond. Regardless of what the Jedi Council said, I still don't understand this bond of ours.
Necessary, perhaps, but it is no guarantee of our success. I admit, I'm a little disturbed that such a bond could be possible in the first place. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Our relationship? Is this some kind of clumsy come-on? Okay, I'll answer a few questions.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
Nothing extravagant to a soldier. I'm a Hutt in human form, plotting to overthrow the Republic. I'm sick of answering questions.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Daria, it's a remote system. Why? Kashyyyk, I'm a Wookiee, can't you tell?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Wasn't all this in my service record?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
And what did you find out?
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taris. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Okay. Let's continue on. There is a crystal cave on this where you can pick up crystals for your lightsaber, and I want to go investigate and see what this crystal cave has to offer for us. Surely there's something in there that we can pick up to help us in our continuing struggle against the Sith. Surely there's something in there that can upgrade our lightsaber. Like we got a crystal from poor Nemo's body, may he rest in peace. In the last episode, and I attached it to one of my two lightsabers. I have a red one. Sith, heh. That means the fact that he picked up a red lightsaber tells us that at some point he killed some kind of dark Jedi. Is this Matali grounds? Grove. Wait, is the Grove what we want? Maybe, let's do it. But you can get a wide variety of other crystals. You can even get crystals to change the color of your lightsaber if you so choose. You're given the initial color, and it represents your class as a Jedi, as was explained in a previous episode by the, I think it was the Jedi Council explained that to us at Sandral Grounds. That's what we're looking for. The Crystal Cave is on Sandral Grounds. I think I'm going to go to a Tatooine first after this. I mean, It's where the whole Star Wars saga originally began, and the very first movie was Tatooine. So that would be a cool place to go and explore, and we'll probably fight some Jawas or some sand people or something out there. It's a Kath Hound. Let's make it a dead Kath Hound. I suppose once we leave, the Kath Hounds will probably calm down some, because Chuhani is no longer gathering power in that one dark side, or gathering dark side power in that one area. She was the cause of what the taint, as they called it. Here's another Kath Hound that was causing the Kath Hounds to be aggressive in the first place. So in theory, if she's no longer here and is a light side Jedi again, they should calm down at least once we leave. So I guess us leaving is ultimately good for the people of this community. Although I would like to think that we have done a lot of good for the people of this community in general. Let's go into this. This is the Crystal Cave. This is what we're looking for. I like to think that we've done a lot of good for this community with everything we have done since we arrived. Ooh, it is very dark in here. Low ceiling. Kinrath, huh? Kinrath, a four-legged creature that crawls around kind of like a spider. Of course, spiders have 8 legs, and they're easy to kill, apparently. I've got some more of them to kill. I think you're meant to come to this particular cave a little bit earlier than we actually did. Because we're just like mowing through these things like, ooh, the crystals glow. That's really cool looking. And there's a bigger one. Oh, she used, I think that was Force Push. Okay. Crystal Formation. You have acquired lightsaber crystal. Items received. Items received. These fragile eggs could easily be destroyed, snuffling out innocent life within, so let's not do that. Lightsaber crystal? Oh, that's more eggs. Is there anything else out here we can click on? Remains. Durasteel Bonding Alloy Response Package. Kinrath Eggs, Bastila, Canderous, Crystal Formation. Let's go to this Crystal Formation. Kinrath Eggs. I think that's everything we can do in here. So let's leave the Kinrath Eggs alone and let's return to the ship, or to the, yeah, we're going to return to the Enclave. And we're going to check out some of these crystals that we picked up, because we should be able to upgrade the shit out of our lightsabers now. Which is a good thing. We'll be able to make them more powerful. I'm all for doing more damage with every single swing. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to Tatooine first. But there are 2 worlds that I'm going to go to before I go to the rest of them. And those 2 are Tatooine and and Kashyyyk, the Wookiee homeworld. Because those two contain the last two party members we can pick up in this game. And I want to have them before I go to the other worlds. I want to have them with me and my party as long as I possibly can. And they're pretty cool characters, especially the one on... I mean, they're both really cool, so... But I mean, the one on Tatooine is a favorite of many, many people that have played through this game. It's really, really cool. Where does this put us out in a grove? We probably passed by that crystal cave several times and never actually noticed it. Guys? I've probably passed by this crystal cave several times without ever actually noticing that it was there. And I'm glad I remembered that it was there because, I mean, it's been a long time since I played this game, so I may not remember everything there is to remember about this game. But I'm glad I remember that that was there because with how many crystals we picked up in that cave, definitely worth it. Definitely worth the time it took to trip out there just before we leave Tatooine. Or Dantooine, rather. I'm not looking for the Sandral grounds. I'm looking for the Enclave. We want to go back to the courtyard. There's a bridge that is... This is the bridge we crossed when we solved the murder mystery. So that it should be near wherever the courtyard is. You'd think I would know my way around by now. Matale grounds. I wonder if the Matales and the Sandrals will ever get over their hatred of each other. Oh well. Getting lost. This is going to be the last one that I'm going to record in this particular recording session. I'm going to go to bed. I need to go to bed. It's 6:30 in the fucking morning right now. I should be in bed. No, I'm recording for you guys because... some reason. I can't just abandon my Let's Play now, can I? Actually, I do really enjoy this Let's Play. I've really enjoyed playing through this game again, as I've said numerous times, because this is an extremely good one. And there is more extremely good stuff to come. Wait till you find out all the cool stuff and all the cool stories that you go through on the planet of Manaan. That's one of the more interesting... it's one of the more interesting places you visit in this game, in my opinion. I really like that you visit so many planets. I mean, you visit Taris, Dantooine, Tatooine, Manaan, Kashyyyk, Korriban, and is that it? At least ones I can speak of, because well, otherwise it would be spoiling at this point. But yeah, you visit a wide variety of planets in this game, and you visit some more in the follow-up game. And that's really cool, because that's like, especially like visiting stuff that they visited in the movies, like Tatooine. That's awesome to be able to get to see that and play through that. Play through it yourself. It really gives those planets more character and life than they already had. God, I'm so fucking lost right now. I spent like 6 hours on this planet. Or at least 4. You would think I would know my way around by now, but apparently not. You guys aren't even a challenge anymore. No, this is where we fought the Mandalorians. And their speeder just sits there, running eternally. Damn it, game, I want to go back to the... I thought there was an entrance to the courtyard from the Batale grounds. Maybe I'm mistaken. Could have sworn there was. I'll find it. What's this over here? Did I just overlook this? Now I'm annoyed with myself. This is where I wanted to be in the first place. Damn it. Me. But yeah, I think you have to buy him, as I recall. You can probably get him through threatening, but I'm doing a light side path, so I'll probably just buy him. More Cathhounds to kill. But there is a character on Tatooine that is a fan favorite of people who love these games, and he's actually a playable character in both games. So you'll get to play as him in this game and in Knights of the Old Republic 2. I would recommend playing Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's got problems for sure, but there's still a whole hell of a lot to like about it. I mean, I think people over-exaggerate its badness largely because the game wasn't finished when it was released, and that kind of sucks. If you get the PC version, though, there's mods you can get that really... I mean, there's a mod you can get that restores unfinished content to the best of the modder's abilities, and they found all kinds of stuff on the disc that wasn't finished, and they're trying to finish all of it and restore it as best as they can. So, and I don't have I've never played the PC version. I only played the original, the second one on the Xbox, which is kind of funny because I've played the PC version of this one almost exclusively. But that one, not so much. That one, I think I've only beaten that one once.
Huh? Sure.
It's a darker and more personal tale than this one. It doesn't have like the epic, grand, sweeping scale that the first Knights of the Old Republic has. It doesn't, you know, it's like there's no massive, imminent Sith threat that you absolutely have to deal with, and a lot of people in the world aren't even aware that there is a Sith threat, that kind of thing, that there is, and you have to go out and deal with it, and there are reasons why you're the only one that can, and all kinds of stuff. It gives more personal weight to it, I think, than this one does. Both are great games, but this one is better, largely because it was finished. I could have sworn I picked up way more than that. Okay, let's I picked up... I guess I can only... I guess that's all I can upgrade for now. Time to leave Dantooine. Say goodbye to everybody that we got to know on this planet, because we're going to another one. We're finally moving on. And I can assure you that the next episode will probably be dialogue heavy, because we're going to start a new planet. How do you know the council gave me a mission? I don't think the council would want me to speak openly of the mission. My discussion with the council are none of your business.
Dolpa da Pongualeo Gondona Chuchut, Kachi Chu Ita Dundonga, Yumalita Kuto Dun, Chilamulane Ni Dupobo, Onga Kumbis Ba Mulira, Kachi Kun Ida Hodonga, Yiking Kuno Ba Mulira Chikun, Slimo Podona, Rudiodunga Kunkabe.
What could be more dangerous than the Sith? What are you talking about?
Miki Grabelmogo, Kachichu Ita Bodunga, Dolbabank, Wale Oganda Naru Chuchut, Mogesha Ponka, Bolawana Chikne, Bamule Slimo, Podadana Nanga, Kumbist, Mule Rabes, Runda di Hotonga Kun Hunkabi, Wana Kun Bez, Ching Palamule, Tonking Ba Nunotek, Togning Chatukune, Mule Rabes.
What makes this creature so dangerous? It's hard to believe that an animal could pose a threat to a Jedi. Why are you telling me this?
Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek togning chatukunde mule rabes.
Sounds like they're extinct.
Takung justak miki grabelmogo kachichu ita bodunga dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut mogesha ponka bola wana chikne amule slimo podadara nanga kubis Mule Rabes, Tong Haitwam Jiji Jum Lumpa, Nita Poe Tikito, Dolpa da Bongualeo Gondona Chuchut, Kachi Chu Ita Dundonga, Yumalita Kuto Dun, Chilamulane Ni Dupobo, Onga Kumbis Jang Ba Mulira.
Great hunt, what's that?
Kachi Kun Ita Hodonga, Yiking Kuno Ba Mulira Chiku. Imo Podonar, Deodunga Kunkabe. Ita Nandayata. Wata Yuma Wama Huhu Nandek. Shotungi Patoga. Wano Kuspe Ching Palamule Donke. Runda di Hotonga Kunhankabi. Wana Kunbez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
So the Jedi killed these creatures?
Ka chikun ida haldonga. Yikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podonar diodunga kunkabe. Ka chikun ida haldonga. Yikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podonar diodunga kunkabe. Ita nandayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandekik. Shatuni batoga. Wana kusbe ching palamule donke. Runda di hodonga kun hangami. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
The work of killing Terran Tatek, you mean?
Ka chikun ida haldonga. Yikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podonar di hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Ita nandayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandekik. Shatuni batoga. Wana kusbe ching palamule donke. Ka chikun ida haldonga. Yikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podonar diodunga kunkabe.
I want to ask you some questions. Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful. I can't waste time listening to your fables.
Ka chikun ida haldonga. Yikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podonar diodunga kunkabe.
I'm looking for crystals for my lightsaber.
Ka chikun ida haldonga. Yikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podonar diodunga kunkabe. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong batukas magtalea.
Okay, let's go over to our ship and get off this rock.
I fear it's only a matter of time before the Sith find us here, too.
You're probably right, they probably will. Ebon Hawk. I thought I would just take off as soon as...
How can I help? Then I suggest we... How can I help? I do? How did you know?
Well, your force is all scrunched. Your face all scrunched up like a Kenrath pup. Well, you keep staring at me. See anything you like? Educated guess from you and the way you keep staring.
I'm a Jedi. I am far too disciplined to betray my emotions with outward physical displays. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I'm thinking, the bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
What do you think I should do? I don't think mastering my emotions is necessary. You could warn me when I do something bad, blink once for dark side, twice for light.
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I will try. Why are you getting so upset?
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. It works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Yes, what's in...
You've been very quiet lately, you know?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Left out of the loop, I don't understand.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange?
Why don't you ask Bastila? Why should anything the Jedi Council...
I'd be more than happy to, but she's as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. I'm hoping you'll be the one to enlighten me. And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
They said there was a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Are you saying I'm not needed? I'm here, and that's not going to change. I'm sick of listening to you. Bastila and I have a bond. We have to do this together. That's all I'm going to say.
And what does that mean? Is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I am not going to betray you. I am not Saul.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
He seems upset. We'll have to talk to him more later. I guess I need to go... talk to the Jedi Council to leave this planet? I don't remember. But I'm going to use this opportunity to level up Juhani. Probably gain 4 levels. Auto level up. Auto level up. Yep, 4 levels. Juhani seems tense and wary of your presence. Perhaps you should make her feel okay. Speak to Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you become a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live? What, it's Cathar? Was the Cathar homeworld like? Is it bad there?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to
sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi? Then how did you gain entrance into the Order? Typical Jedi's...
Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Okay, so we gotta talk to her and get to find out a little bit about her. Let's go speak to the council, because I think that's what's next. I'm not entirely sure. Was I supposed to speak to that guy back there? I'm gonna go speak to him, and he wanted us to find someone, I think. Dude.
Yikukuno no ba mulera. Chigra tu ka chikun ida haldonga. Yikinkuno ba mulera chikun.
So I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you actually believe she's still alive?
Takum justach Miki.
Our Mandalorian's problem.
Ka chiku. Manaman atot. Ka chiku.
I already talked to this guy. I thought I had gone through this already.
Takum just tolpada. Takum justach. Yikukuno no ba. Chi. Ka chi. Takum justach.
Ugh.
Takum justach.
Well, whoever that is, I didn't find her. I thought I'd done everything. Maybe not. Maybe I'll look into that. But I'm gonna leave the planet first. Land on Tatooine, and if I find out about that particular quest, I will come back and talk to them.
You must not fail in your mission. Find the star maps that lead to the Star Forge. This is the only way to stop Malak and his Sith followers. You and Bastila are the galaxy's last desperate hope.
But beware that dark side. Bastila will guide you, but she herself is young and new to the ways of the Jedi. You must help her as much as she helps you.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Okay.
Shen Matali and Raheja Sandral have fled their feuding families. I have heard that it was...
Okay, I already talked about that. Back to my ship. I have to have done... This episode's going on too long. It's at 40 minutes. I don't like that. I just want to get to Dantooine. I thought I went up to the cockpit of the ship there. But I guess not. Let's go back to the Ebon Hawk. The workbench. Wonder where Juhani is on the ship. Let's find her real quick. There she is. Okay, now I know. I guess this isn't it.
How can I help? Can I suggest?
Oh, Galaxy Map. Okay. Yeah. Tatooine Kashyyyk Manon Korriban. Let's go to Tatooine. I love that this ship resembles the Millennium Falcon. That's so fucking cool because I love them. I mean, who doesn't love the Millennium Falcon? If you say you don't love the Millennium Falcon, you're a damn liar. Everybody loves the Millennium Falcon. It's cool as fuck, and it's driven by the best Star Wars character, Han motherfucking Solo. Into hyperspace we go.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak, he served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private ways away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Karath.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Interesting. So Calo Nord isn't dead. Gotta wonder how he got off that planet. Because they were bombing the shit out of it when we left.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
It looked like it was inside some kind of cave. Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert. I don't have time for your visions, Bastila.
star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Okay. I'm going to call it here. Thank you everybody for watching this episode of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody. Bye.